There's 12, but only about 3 of them that are intact still, or at least appear to be intact.
Looking at the alcoves when I did, would I have a rough idea of how long it would take to search through each house?
So that big sort of chamber thing that you were in when you first got to the bottom of the stairs seemed to only be, I mean, it was kind of big considering, but it was
self-contained.
Self-contained, yeah. Large. I don't even want to say like. It's probably almost tennis court sized.
Okay.
So not huge. But definitely because the staircase is right in the middle, there were definitely parts of it that you couldn't see.
I'm going to head back down and I'm going to investigate. Damn.
I will also be looking around in there.
Well, I'm not going to leave myself alone in this creepy, abandoned, broken place. So, we're going to, instead of investigating, we're just going to see what we see.
Well, it's a good thing you did that, because their investigation, they were looking too closely to notice the obvious stuff.
Look.
You can kind of see there's a crack in the floor, kind of near one of the alcoves that's collapsed. So you can assume that as it collapsed and stuff, it cracked there. And there's a dim greenish, bluish light glowing out of it. Uh-oh. Okay.
Greenish, bluish light.
Actually, it's more blue. I shouldn't have said greenish. It's pretty much just blue light
coming out of the floor.
Yeah, just a slight crack. So enough that's big enough that a little bit of light's able to shine through. But
I'm gonna peer in the crack.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I will alert them to this.
That's a persuasion
phenomenon. I'm gonna persuade the crack.
Open more.
Reveal your secrets, crack.
That's better.
Okay. You look down and you can see what appears to be blue light shining up through water. You can't. It's deep enough and dark enough apart from the little bit of blue light that you can't quite tell what the light's coming from. You can just see that there's blue light down through water. You can definitely tell that there's water though, because you can kind of see the rippliness and whatnot.
Friend, I am tempted to put my finger in crack, but we know what happened last time, so I leave the decision to you.
That phrase taken out of context is just fantastic. I am tempted to put finger in crack.
Friend, do I put finger in crack?
Ivan? No.
I'm gonna go with no. Not today.
As a side note, also though, Nick, with your perception, you're able to see that they're definitely see all of the different, like I said, the animal bones and stuff. Mostly small animals. You can see the occasional one that appeared to be from maybe like a young deer or things like that.
Okay.
None of them though are recent. They're all, very well decayed, just bones. So probably decades, if not more.
I'm going to look for a staircase or a pathway that leads to a lower level.
Only staircase was the one that you came down, and it stops on the level you're at.
The alcoves don't have any light.
No, the ones that aren't collapsed are just nooks, and the other ones are just filled with rubble.
Okay.
And it looks like they've been filled with rubble for a very long time, because it's basically like solid dirt and rock at this point. And chunks of, metal that the whole building's made out of. And it is made out of the same material inside as well, by the way.
Perhaps one of these other buildings.
I'm going to pick up a small chunk of rubble of the metal and pocket it.
Okay.
Perhaps one of these other buildings might hold more answers.
If we could dissipate the water, would it help us determine what the light is coming from?
I don't know.
You do know. You're just not going to tell me. Is it worth? Wait, is it worth the spell slot?
Everyone roll a Constitution check.
Yeah.
That's the difference between you and me, kid.
Yeah. Okay.
1 point. So we all passed whatever it was.
That worries me that we need to.
Well, I'm debating on whether I want to use destroy water on whatever the water source is underneath.
Let's try it.
Okay.
There was, Cade, there was a significant amount of water, as far as you can tell. It wasn't just like a small pool or anything. Because I know Nick's amount he can destroy is pretty limited. So, although it's still 10 cubic feet, which is quite a bit, but or something like that. Is it more than that?
It's 10 gallons or no, yeah, it's only 10 gallons.
Oh, 10 gallons. Yeah, that's not very much then.
No. Hey.
I think
Okay.
10 gallons of water, though, is 10 cubic feet.
Roughly, yeah. Pretty close at least.
Because
mean,
I
picturing
can.
a gallon of milk, and that's about a cubic foot.
Yeah, so actually, yeah, it would be close to 10 cubic feet.
Well, I could do because if I do it at level 3, I can do it up to 30 cubic feet.
Let's head
That's quite a
to
bit
one
more.
of the other houses and see if we can find a source of the water and see if it's in the same. We can find a stream or something that passes underneath this area.
I agree.
Okay.
With this.
Sounds good.
And then we can come back and you can try that.
Okay.
So,
To a different house we go.
yep, let's go to the next closest house that's intact.
Little man speaks sense.
Okay. So you go into the next one.
Both of you are little compared to me.
It's the same exact sort of construction.
Mhm.
And you go down the spiral staircase, and you're in that large room. Like I said, once again, a lot of collapsed stuff, a lot of nooks and crannies, and the dead animal bones.
There we go.
Well,
Okay, Cade, in one of the alcoves, you actually find a hatch that's closed.
I'm going to open it.
Okay. It is very like tightly latched.
Mhm.
Doesn't seem to want to open it first. But then you give a tug on it, and it just and a really good tug on it, and it swings right open.
Okay.
And it reveals a ladder and a shaft going down.
can't just shove shaft in a glory hole.
I'm going to peer down it and see if I can see anything.
You can see the ladder going down, and you can see a little bit of that bluish light, but it's not coming from like straight down the shaft.
Well,
Um,
only one way to find out.
Yep, I'm going to go down.
I'm
Okay.
behind him.
So you crawl down the ladder, and you find yourself in a large-ish room, probably actually about the same size as the one above you. It's just, it's like it's pretty much like a big cylinder going down. You're going through like an actual shaft on the first little part of the ladder after the first like several feet or so, and then the ladder is just loose. It's just open ladder in this room, and in the center of the room is a huge tank of water, all completely contained, and you can tell that it goes down further, and the blue light is emanating from that tank. Everything around is still made of this metal. There are a few more, what look to be like maybe collapsed sections and stuff, and a lot of weird. You can see like these weird box things against the walls and stuff.
Box things.
Yeah. Your characters have no idea what they are, but as a player, you would recognize them as looking like control panels and video screens.
Gotcha.
I'm going to investigate the tank.
Everyone make a Constitution check.
Hey!
Oh yeah, there's a.
Oh no.
Oh no. Go. Balls.
Oscar and Cade, you guys are starting to feel sick, kind of to your stomach. Ivan's fine as of this point.
Ivan has stomach of steel.
As you investigate the tank, though, you can see that looking down into it, there is a blue ring. You can't quite tell what it is, but it's glowing blue through the water, and with a bunch of pipes and rods and stuff directed into it. And now Doc's smiling, and I think he might be figuring out what this is.
I know exactly what it is, and I know that we should probably get the fuck out. But Ivan
has absolutely.
Ivan has no idea.
No fucking clue.
I think I know what it is now. Shit.
What? You just look something up and
No.
No.
I think I just think I know.
I should have known from the second link that you put in what the file name was.
I didn't see what the file name was. I wasn't even paying attention.
Tunguska.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna, because I don't know any better, I'm gonna investigate the boxes.
Okay. You can see a lot of things, some of which you can kind of tell are like levers and stuff, and obviously buttons do exist in such a way that you can tell there seems to be some sort of contraption. But you don't have any idea, what it's obviously it's covered in a lot of dust and stuff.
Okay.
Would I see any writing around me?
There actually are. There's some like signs, different like triangular shaped ones in faded, but what seem to have probably been bright colors. There's some writing on some of the different signs on the walls. There's writing on some of the boxes that he is looking at and stuff. All of it. What languages do you guys speak?
Well,
all of them.
Common, Dwarvish,
Common,
and Elvish.
Elvish.
Common, Dwarven, Elvish, and Draconic.
Common, Thieves can't.
Halfling and Thieves can't, plus Common.
Okay, yeah, none of you can recognize it as a script you're familiar with. There is one symbol that seems to be incredibly prevalent, though.
Surprise!
You don't know what it means, but it's in a lot of places, including on the sides of the tank.
I am curious of this symbol.